Alrighty guys, we are back for a 3-color Bard class deck. This is an Alchemy build. It has red, white, and green in it, so Naya colors. We're going to go over the deck real quick, then hop into some normal play mode. But first things first guys, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. Okay, this is actually a tough one to go over because there's a lot going on. So, we're actually just going to go over every single card just super briefly, right? So the deck obviously focuses around Bard class. So legendary creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on them. So that's amazing already. But then at level 2, legendary spells you cast cost 1 red mana, 1 green mana less to cast. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you pay. Okay, so this is why Bard class is a thing, right? This is why people like to build decks around it. It's a really fun card, and making cards cheaper with this card is so satisfying, guys. Okay, so let's go over the rest of the cards in the deck super briefly. Got Captain Eberhart. This is a Alchemy card, double strike 1/1, 2-drop. Spells cast from among cards you drew this turn, cost 1 colorless less to cast. Then spells cast from among cards your opponents drew this turn cost 1 more to cast. So this pairs with Bard class so beautifully. If we have both of their effects out there, and like you could just cast an Arlinn for 1 colorless or a Halana and Alena for 1 colorless. Okay, I'm down. Let's try it, right? So we got 3 Magdas, 3 Rahildas, another Alchemy card. 2/2 first strike, 2-drop. So when it deals combat damage to a player, exile a non-land card from their library at random. During any turn you attacked with a wolf or werewolf, you may cast that card and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast that spell. And then on the flip side here, it has double strike in addition to that ability. So that's pretty spicy, right? It never hits a land, which is really nice. We got a couple Reckless Impulse to keep us slapping those creatures on the board. We got 3 Targnars because with Bard class, it's essentially free. We got a couple Reidanes because we're seeing a lot of snow as usual, right? But we're seeing a lot of mono black and stuff like that, which runs a lot of snowland. So this could really slow them down. We got 3 Tovolars in here, more wolves. 3 Torens, which works really well in the deck because we're going to be slapping creatures out like crazy because they're going to be so cheap from Bard class, so we get a lot of 1/1 humans from it. In addition, the training is just a pretty good benefit. 2 Minsc, or however we pronounce this, right? It's a pretty good one, and something worth noting is that Boo, the legendary hamster, also enters with a +1/+1 counter, which is sweet. Excuse me, guys. We got a couple Arlinns. So something noteworthy here is the werewolves of the deck is Rahilda, Tovolar, and Arlinn. So those all work together a little bit, right? We got 4 Halana and Alena's partners, right? So this is the only legendary creature in the deck that is a 4 of, or the only creature in the deck that's a 4 of because everything's legendary. This card is so good, holy cow, and it works so beautifully with so many cards in here, right? It helps you buff creatures to swing in to get the training buffs. It just comes onto the board with an additional counter from the Bard class, which means its ability to give counters is already increased, right? Could you imagine just something simple like getting this out and just, buffing Captain Eberhart because it has double strike? It's insane, guys. Speaking of that double strike, that also works really well with the Bard class counters, right? So finally, we have the Drizzt Do'Urdens. I have no idea how to pronounce this card, but that also has double strike. The legendary cat enters with counters with Bard class. Yeah, there's a lot in this deck, guys, so I do apologize that we're not like going over every little detail because there's just so many different little synergies in the deck that it's just going to be better to play it out to show you guys how it works, right? Mana base is filled with land. Surprise, right? We do got 4 Forsaken Crossroads because I still think it's a really good land that we just don't see enough of. Yeah, guys, I hear my heater turning on, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off while the intro plays. Let's go ahead and take it into normal play mode because the deck is just made for fun. I don't know how competitive it's actually going to be. All right, guys, I will see you in a second. I'm not lost. You guys are lost. I promise it was supposed to... Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. I rushed to turn the heater off while the intro played as well. And I successfully did so. Yeah, it's not even cold in here. I don't know why that turned on. Didn't want a fan blowing in the background of the video. All right. No red source. And that is a mulligan. Well, starting off the video pretty strong. Much better, much better. No bard class, though, which really sucks. Keep the variety in hand. And we're going first. So I think we're going to get this down on white. Captain comes down next turn. We'll send it. I'm going to play this out on green. Yeah, we'll get the captain down. Yeah, we wanted to guarantee the captain, so that's why we played the Forsaken Crossroads on white, but technically we could have played it on red and played this out on white to get the captain, and then if it was red and we drew a bard class, we could have played this on green and dropped the bard class. It's just something noteworthy there. Ooh, another captain. Not something we want to see, but I'm pretty sure this attack gets through, so we do get to cheese a couple damage in. Yeah, not a good draw there. Okay, opponent's playing cards, and I don't like it. I don't like it, opponent. Stop that. We play this out on red. Play that out on red. Okay. Hey, wasn't this supposed to cost one less? Isn't this the card we drew? No. I'm sorry, guys. We drew a land. I'm crazy. Yeah, definitely the Alena here. It's really, really powerful. Really big swing. Might just have a fading hope, honestly. No? It did stick, and they had the Celestis open, so... Honestly, drawing a land here couldn't be more powerful. Because, unless they remove the Alena, right? Okay, Magda's not terrible either. It does hit the board. It does let us get the Arlinn down as well. They have a couple open. Let's see if this hits. Could be a... Okay, yep, so that does hit. There you go, little buddy. There you go, get some counters. Pretty aggressive, man. That's pretty aggressive. Who needs Bard class, right? See what the opponent does. Fateful Absence on the Eberhart. Yep. That's fine. So they're rocking... They got like the creatures going on the board, so I don't think we fear a board wipe, and I think we do choose to get the Arlinn down and get a couple wolves. Actually, the Eberhart's probably just better here because next turn we have the 5 guaranteed for the Drizzt, and if Halana ends up surviving. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We want to have the treasure for this guy. Because, yeah, we can give it haste with the Halana, Alena, and that's just ridiculous, bro. That is absurd. So they must be... Okay, yeah. Gaining some life, drawing some cards, discarding some cards. That might mean we're safe for another turn. It might, right? They still got 3. I'm expecting a Divide by Hope in a deck like this. I should read this card real quick, guys, because I don't exactly know everything that it does. Okay. Don't want to hold the opponent up too long. So they have the mana to transform this next turn. So this is still a ridiculous play. Even if it eats a counter or something, we gotta try it. Oh my goodness, it hits the board. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous, bro. I wonder... This is a full swing. Yeah, the Minsc isn't the best top deck while Captain is on board either, because it doesn't get cheaper. Down to 2. Okay, grabbing some land. So it must be like some kind of landfall deck, right? Maybe. Let me finish reading this. So transform. Oh, the top card of your library face down. You may look at that card. Okay. Okay, they do end up No, they're just drawing the card first. I thought they were tapping it down for the second ability. Oh, there they go. Oh, very nice. The Epiphany, they get that extra turn. Yeah, they could play cards exiled with this for free. They don't have to pay mana for it. This could be like, could you guys imagine losing right now? Because it's really possible. They could just wipe the board, first of all. They could just do that, easy peasy. I got the World Tree, so everything taps for anything. Wizard class coming down. Why do I feel like me and the opponent were playing 2 different games? It's kind of cool, though. Something you only see in Alchemy, I feel. Oh, there it is, guys. They were definitely looking for a board wipe, right? Like, that's my assumption. I'm assuming that they did have a board wipe in the deck, but didn't get there. Well, there we go. First victory. Why not? Like I said, who needs Bard class? Ooh, getting some quests done. Let's go. Yeah, the menu, I get lost in it every time, but then the recently played tab is really nice. Like just being able to just click right in without having to double check everything. Then again, I don't know. It's kind of the same as the old system in that sense. I'm pretty sure you could just click right in the old system, but I don't know. Yeah, the recently played tab's still pretty cool. Opponent goes first, so Forsaken Crossroads could untap. We could play it out on green. We do get the Reckless Impulse to help us find more land. I don't think this is bad. That's pretty good, and we're gonna get the Scry off of this. I still think we play it on green. The trouble with another Reckless Impulse. Could try searching for that Bard class, but I think we send it. Hopefully this isn't more control. Okay. Right, so play this out on red. Question is, do we go creatures or Reckless Impulse? Be nice to get the Bard class, but too bad we can't play, you know, 8 to 12 Bard class. Maybe we'd see it. Decided on the creature here because we have a good lineup. Okay. Play this out on white. Could we just Reckless Impulse and see what they counter instead? Because if they counter the Reckless Impulse, it's a lot less... Like, I'd rather them counter this than a creature. Alright, let's see. See if we get the Bard class off the top, too. And play it next turn, maybe. Just a couple land, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we'll play one down and try to swing in here. Maybe a Divide by 0. He's gonna hit the Targnar. Revitalize. Okay. Okay, opponent. You and your controlling ways. I don't understand it, but... Honestly, getting rid of the couple land off the top is actually pretty good for us. So Reckless Impulse worked out in the sense that maybe we'll actually draw some straight fire now. Still expecting a counter. The question is it just Jwari Disruption? I'm gonna attempt the Torens over the Reidane. Actually, we're gonna swing first. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna attack first. Playing against control is always such a mind game. Nice. Okay, so now we can pretty much guarantee a 3-drop. So what do we want? What do we want to hit the board for sure? I guess we'd rather have their non-creature spells cost 2 more. So like Memory Deluge and stuff like that. Yeah. I think that's fine. No stick there, so Fateful Absence. Sure. So, so this wasn't a counter spell. If it was, I think it would have stuck, and potentially they would have taken the Reidane from the counter over the Fateful Absence, right? So we're pretty held back right now. Play this out on white. Darn, now it sticks. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. I wonder what 5-drop they grabbed, huh? Definitely not a Leer or anything. Oh, it's fairy. Cool, cool. So this is seek a card, not seek a permanent, so it didn't have to be a Leer 5-drop. It could be something else. Oh no, guys. Yeah, we are controlled right now, aren't we? Can get some cards down finally, but how much is it gonna matter, do you suppose? We're gonna get the scry off of this and we're gonna play it on green. We'll send it. We'll send it, guys. Man, not seeing a Bard class both of these games. Aw, opponent, that hurts my feelings, man. What kind of control deck controls the board state? How dare? Okay, that's some more land. What do you guys think? Next game? We'll go one more turn. I just kind of want to see what I draw. But I think we're officially completely controlled here. Speaking of seeing what to draw here, I guess we could have done this first. Okay, might be able to get the captain onto the board. This might be another Doomscar though, so I don't think it's worth holding back. I don't think it's worth holding back. Yeah, we're completely we've been stopped in our tracks too many times. So yeah, it was another Doomscar. That's fine. That is a-okay. So they're probably running Key to the Archive. Hey, Bard class, guys, let's go. Let's go. Don't. Opponent. Why would you do that? Halana is actually a pretty good draw there too. Honestly, if we weren't just completely out of this game by now, like we haven't been drawing that poorly, I don't know if there would have been a really great way for us to get through this. Losing the Reidane early on was pretty bad, but I mean they had that spot removal, so it is what it is. Yeah, they restocked their hand at this point, so this probably eats a counter. Divide by 0. Interesting. Let's try that again. You got another divide by 0. Revitalize. Revitalize. Okay. Good swing. I'm glad I didn't concede right away, because we get to see like if the deck has any ability to bounce back, but yeah, I mean, it's like I was saying though, this is quite the uphill battle. Okay, another Geist Channeler. Well, another one. Oh my goodness. Well, I'd say some of their cards cost cheap, or don't cost a lot. Okay. Go for the Tovolar. Let's do it. Absorb energy. That's mean, man. That's mean, bro. Discover the formula. Sure. Swing on in. They end up blocking. Yeah, I mean, what else are the little creatures used for, right? Especially if they plan on a board wipe this turn anyways. Keep that health going. Okay, Celestis. Oh, that's oh, this is never mind. This only hits instant or sorceries. I was gonna say that's a pretty neat combo, but yeah. Geist Channeler only hits instants and sorceries. But no board wipe. They end up stocking up on blockers here. I really don't see a way through for us guys, but at the same time, I'm really invested in this match right now. Witness the future. I don't want to. I don't want to witness it. Stop it. Let me see this. Let me see this real quick. Okay. Oh, Arlinn. I wonder what they ended up grabbing back into their deck. I guess one Doomscar is gone here, right? They didn't grab a Fateful Absence. See if we can get a couple wolves. Another Discover the Formula. Oh, is that what they grabbed? How many's in here? Okay. Well, the Arlinn's gone. I was too busy looking at their graveyard to even know what happened there. That's okay. That's fine. I don't want to attack with the Alena this time round. So anyways, yeah, so this card, they shuffle 4 from their grave into their library, then they look at the top 4, put one of them into the hand, and the rest at the bottom. So, oh, what did I do? Oh no. Oh no. We obviously wanted to hit the elemental there, and I clicked through it. I blame Arena for not letting me click where I want to click. Definitely not my fault. Little bit my fault. Just a little bit. What a mess. I mean, the match has been a mess, but you know. It's really fun. I gotta stop looking at the opponent's graveyard because I'm gonna click through something else or something. That's one thing that only happens in Arena that doesn't happen with Paper Magic, right? You don't just accidentally click through things in Paper Magic. Oh, nice. I've never seen this card being played before, but that's cool, man. That's cool. So that's something they had cost 1 less a few times, as you guys can see. Pretty neat. I don't know. Control's kind of cool, I guess. Kinda. It's sometimes cool. Sometimes. I don't see red in the opponent's deck, though, so automatically, like, you know, makes it unacceptable. Oh, wait, no, this counts. There's a little bit of red here. A tiny bit. Fateful Absence. Opponent, is this what you like to do? Is this your favorite type of Magic? 20-minute games? Is this really how you want to spend your free time, opponent? The answer is yes. Forsaken Crossroads. Okay, one more, guys, one more. Okay. Drop the GGs and let's hop into the next match. We definitely wasted enough time there. Actually, I don't know how long the match actually was. It didn't feel that long, but it probably was. It probably was pretty long, honestly. Ooh. Getting some rewards. That's nice. I'll open those after the video here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day or evening or nighttime, whatever time it is for you guys. It's morning for me, and it's not, you know, I'm not a morning person, honestly. We did it, guys. We got Bard class in our opening hand. Please don't be control, opponent, please. Okay, we gotta play this out on green. Get that scry. Keep that on top. And get a sip of my tea here. Ooh, fancy forest. Fancy. Bard class, let's go! Let's go, guys. This is all we've ever wanted. This is what we've dreamed about. A pretty good hands, too. What on earth are you foretelling? Get out of here, opponent. If I saw the forest and I was like, oh, nice. This isn't control, and now I'm not so sure. Now I'm questioning everything. I am wondering what it could be. That's one thing. That's one thing I'm just not good at predicting, the foretell cards. Couple green sources and a... What is in green that... I don't know. I don't know what's in green. I think buffing the Tovolar is better than the Torens here. What are you? Maybe it's Golgari. I'll play this out on white. And scry. We don't need you anymore. We could. Nah. Nah, we're pretty set with that Bard class on the board. It's sticking too, and I have no idea. I really don't. That's 8 damage coming in. We get a draw. Maybe a 1-drop, huh? This is the Bard class dream setup right now. Like, we're actually playing stuff, and it feels so good. Another land, at least it's out of the way for next turn. Okay, Aldenwald. Oh, I like it. Okay, Targ. Aww. Aw, man. Even I let control players play out a few a few turns. GG, opponent. GG. Alright, let's see. That's good though. That was a fast one. We can hop into another one then. Yeah, I mean, Bard class is one of those classes that you want it to work so badly, and I suppose I could have taken this one into ranked, but I don't know, I was feeling normal play mode today anyways. I have a Grixis deck ready, and I was also going to take it into normal play mode, but I can only imagine that most people are going to get annoyed with it and concede. Which I mean, hey, I guess that's part of control, isn't it? Yeah, I should have mentioned it's a Grixis control, but yeah. This is a keepable hand. I don't know. It's no Bard class again, but what do you expect, right? We'll probably play this out on green. Maybe red. Green. Especially since we have the red source here too, if need be. Get that Torens ready to drop down next turn. Looks like we got some mill, which is pretty exciting. Good. Get rid of every card except Bard class opponent. Also, the double Ruin Crab into the Evolving Wilds. I could only hope to ever get that lucky with a mill deck. Well, we can't swing in here. All of our lands at the top hit the grave early. Hey, you got rid of a Bard class. I'm salty, opponent. I'm salty. How dare. At this point, it doesn't matter. At this point, we just have to kill them before we die in 2 turns. This is, Oh, bro. What is wrong with you? You monster. We're at 32 cards in the deck. Expressive iteration. If they find an Evolving Wilds off this. I'm on the edge of my seat. Okay, just a normal mountain. Still, that hurts. We can only take a few more of those. It's worth noting we don't actually have any removal in the deck. The creatures are supposed to take care of that. That's pretty good. That's a good swing. Down to 25 cards in the deck. The Hideous Laughter card would just be devastating. This could be a burn down the house, but they don't want their Ruin Crabs to go away. It's winning them the game right now. Can only take a few more. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, GG. GG, opponent. That's rough, man. We just got destroyed by Mill. We just got wrecked, man. Double Ruin Crab. That's always a scary sight, but yeah. And the Crush the Weak was really bad too. Hey, another fast match. Let's do it. Let's go one more match for the evening, guys. Let's do it. Naya Bard's class. I mean, overall, I am glad that I did normal play mode because, yeah, Bard's class has always been the type of deck that it's really powerful, but unreliable, right? Especially when in Magic, you can just get so unlucky sometimes, like, and having legendaries, you know, sometimes you get held up on legendaries, even if you only have a couple. Even if you only got those 3 legendaries, you could end up with all 3 of them, and they end up just being dead cards in the hand for a little while until your opponent removes them. which is a trend right now. Opponents having stacked removal is definitely a trend. No Bard class for the last match. Okay. It's just not a terrible hand, though. Not with the Magda. Okay. Forsaken Crossroads can untap. But we probably just play it down tapped. I think we play it on... I think we play it on white. I think. Ditch the land. Yeah, yeah. I think I don't know. Because the captain is our planned turn 2 at this point, now that we had the mana, we didn't need the Magda's treasure. Okay. We got that out, so we're gonna play this on red. And maybe the Cutthroat now. The captain's probably still better though. Yeah, captain. Captain for now. We stick with our plan. I was thinking Cutthroat, now that we have the guaranteed 4th mana, Alena can come down, but captain's still just a better target for that anyways. Interesting. Yeah, we'll take the 1. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Okay. Play this one out on green. Yep. We'll get that out there. And we're not going to be attacking here. Still going to wait to get that Alena down. I feel like we need a nickname for this card. Partners? Partners. Maybe. Maybe. I don't really like the nickname, but... Alena. End up saving blockers back. We play this down on red. Good old reliable captain. See if they take the 6 or just chump it. I'm assuming it's a chump. Their meat hook can only hit for 2 next turn. They don't have 5 mana, so most of our cards are safe here. We still want to get one of our cards out of the meat hook range for the 5th turn anyways. Actually, this is just Dimir control. They might not be running the meat hook, but I imagine that they are with this style, with like the creatures and stuff. Imagine that they are. Okay. We're gonna get this guy down. We're going to recast the Eberhart. I suppose play this on green. Okay. Again, anticipating a chump there. This does have first strike. Okay. Let's see what they do here. Let's see it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I had to double check to make sure none of those had Death Touch there. So that wasn't a terrible... Yeah, there we go, guys. There is the concede. I don't know if they thought maybe that would die, or maybe I would put it in a different order. Either way, guys, yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby. The deck did all right. Even without seeing Bard class, it did all right, yeah. I don't know if it would have performed as well in ranked, although, yeah, it's one of those things where you'd think that ranked would be tough or more difficult to actually perform in, but then sometimes it's the opposite. So maybe it would have done pretty well. I have no idea, but I wish we would have seen more Bard class today. That would have been sweet. Overall, the cards work really nice together. The synergies in the deck is just, it goes beyond the Bard class, right? So that's really nice. Just the Alena is just an MVP. Any Gruul deck should be running this just because it's ridiculous. Even if it's just a one of. Well, I shouldn't say any Gruul deck. Specifically Gruul aggro, I guess, right? Yeah, I liked this one, guys. This wasn't a bad one at all. I'd continue playing this if I didn't want to, specifically, like, rank up sometimes, right? Even then, I think this could climb, though. I don't know. Like, I'm being particular about it, but it's not a bad deck at all. What was our win rate today? Did we do 5 matches, 3 wins, 2 losses? Like, that's not terrible at all. That's actually pretty good. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around the video. You guys are champions, and I really appreciate all that support. So, guys, I will see you in the next video.